Hey everybody, tell me something great. Hey, this is James Murphy coming at you with day number 2 in the race across America, the adventure of self-coaching. I want to welcome and say thank you to everybody yesterday who joined in. And I have to tell you, I did get my miles in today. So we're going to have something fun and interesting. I decided we're going to do something a little impromptu here. We're going to cross off next week. So I told you, here's my big board with my race number. We're crossing off last week, right? Boom. There you go. So part of what I want to do today is give you an update on exactly where I am in the race, tell you what's going on so you have some context for exactly what I'm doing and how I'm coaching myself through this whole thing. So where I'm going to pause for just 1 second. I'll be right back because I got a little PowerPoint video. So we are going to pause and be back in just 1 second. All right, everybody, thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Part of what this whole fun thing is, of course, having things work, having things not work, me figuring out all the technical aspects of how I can bring you some exciting information. So I thought today we'd do this with a PowerPoint. So welcome to day number 2 of Race Across Tennessee. And so first of all, I want to show you the course here. This is where we're going. We're starting just outside of Memphis. And we're going all the way to some crazy little park over here, right at the end past this Cherokee National Forest. So we're literally going end to end. You can see North Carolina here starts somewhere down in here as we come up. And this is the course race. So where I am in the course race is this is my progress so far. I made it through Memphis and I'm coming out here and that's where I am. So the flag here is the halfway mark with the finish over there. And here's a real live interaction of all that. So you know I'm actually doing this, right? So this is my big bid number, 19294. You can see back over here behind me, right? I printed that out, stuck it on my board. Visual is memorable. That's not the coaching tip of the day, but you know, if we want to bring our goals to life, we want to have a way to be reminded of them every day. Hence goals boards, as you can see, and things like that. So today, this is my bid number. This is my position. I'm 16,000. I'm still towards the back of the pack, but at least I'm not bringing up the rear at 19,000 plus. Oh, there's my age. Hey, this is how many miles I've logged so far, about 80. And this is my completion. I'm about 12% completed. Now you might say, oh, that's awesome. 12%. Yeah, except I'm almost at the end of the first month, so I should be at about 25%. So you're right, it is awesome. And at the same time, I am not quite there yet. So that's an update on the race. I'll throw these in from time to time so you can see that I'm still actually doing what I'm said I'm doing, keeping me on the up and up. And today I had something really, really fun and interesting. This is the coaching tip, because remember, all coaching is self-coaching. So what's going on inside your mind is the coaching process, having awareness of that, understanding your thoughts and your feelings and trying to sort through all that stuff. People say, oh, I need time to process, whatever that is, right? So this is where we are. It's been raining a lot here lately in Raleigh, and where I'm doing the majority of my running is out on this Greenway Trail, right down from my house. And so it was raining this morning, and I went for my run yesterday, and there's a Falls River Lake is just right down the way here. So when it rains a whole lot, of course the lake fills up. They open up the dam, and all this water comes down this tiny little river called the Falls News River, which eventually dumps out in Wilmington. And a lot of times it can be anywhere from just a foot deep to where it is right now, where it's over the banks. And when it comes over the banks, it floods and it restricts a lot of running and movement there. So I was telling my wife, without even thinking about it, I said, oh, babe, hey, I'm running out for a run today. Guess what? I'm like, I bet I'm not even going to be able to go on the trail because yesterday it was flooded. This little bridge right where we come on, when it's flooded, you can't go anywhere. And so lo and behold, I was like, great, that means I'm gonna have to run around the neighborhood. And I started to let my mind race and follow down that track about, seriously, I have to go all around the neighborhood. There's more hills, more ups and downs, and I got to get this thing knocked out in between these 2 coaching sessions. What am I gonna do? Well, this is the funny thing that happened. Are you ready? Guess what happened? I decided, hey, I'm just gonna run down the trail anyway and see what happens. And sure enough, guess what? The expectation I had was totally wrong. The bridge, you can see right here, totally clear. Last 2 days it's been flooded. I could have swore it was going to be there. Why? Because it rained last night and this morning. So I was thinking, but guess what? Even though it rained, It was clear. Now, I turned around and guess what? I went the other direction where I was expecting it to be clear, and guess what happened? Literally flooded out. I couldn't get through on the trail that way. So I thought, no problem, I'm going to turn around and go the other direction, right? So I turned around and went the other direction, and the part that I totally thought would be open, guess what? It was open, but guess what crossed my path right away? Right when I came around the corner to see, because usually it floods like right down there at the bottom. So this is the funny thing about expectations, right? Oh, and have you ever seen an attacking goose, mama goose for her goslings? It is not pretty. So I had to make a decision, right? Was I going to eke out that last half mile and be that overachiever and go this way? Or were I going to let the geese like do their thing? Right? I'll tell you what I chose in just a second. But this is the funny thing about expectations. You have to be really careful about them because we're creatures of habit. We're creatures of comfort. We want to have same, because that brings us certainty on where we're going in the future. And you always, always, always want to be cognizant of, hey, maybe not today. Real quick, they did an NLP experiment many years ago, where I learned this in my NLP training. It was an experiment, and they said, if we shine this beam of light all the way through this box with the refracting mirrors and stuff, what's going to come out on the other end? Is it going to be particles? The beam of light is going to show up as particles, or it's going to show up as a ray. And guess what happened? They shone it all through. They were expecting a ray of light. Guess what they saw? A ray of light. Exact same experiment later. They shone it through. They were looking for particles. Guess what it showed up as? Particles. Expectations are the same way. If you have an expectation to succeed, an expectation to fail, a lot of times you're going to have that result just by your thinking. So we really want to be careful. I've started to go down this whole mental path of how the day was going to be, how the run was going to be based on all these expectations from the last couple of days, and I was totally wrong. So you might say, well, what happened with the goose? I did leave the geese alone. I turned around and came back, and I stretched just a pinch here and there to eke out that extra quarter of a mile, not a half. I stayed flexible because I took pictures of the geese and everything. Didn't waste some time, but I took some time. So that's the coaching tip for the day. You've got to really be careful of expectations on your kids, your coworkers, your bosses, because if you're not looking for the possibility of something new, you'll skim right over it. So I did have some fun feedback from yesterday. I appreciate everybody who did comment. Somebody actually said, hey, James, you know what? You should brush your hair. And the funny thing was, I told the person, I said, you know what? I did. Funny thing, I'm just doing this day to day. You know what? You're going to get the real James Murphy, who I am when I'm coaching myself, when I'm not on the phone. So yesterday I recorded myself literally right after my run. So I haven't had a haircut actually in about 12 weeks probably. So this is really long, and I'm not going to do it probably for another, a couple months until COVID's over or something fun like that. So my hair is just going to get longer and longer. So it's going to get a little whatever it is, but hasn't been this long and long, many years. So the second piece of feedback I got, which I always love feedback, right, is I like that you're giving us these coaching things in a context, not just saying something out there as a cheesy thought or a platitude. Totally appreciate that. That's why I'm doing this in the context of the race, so you can actually see thoughts, feelings, thinking, coaching, self-coaching. We talked about that. And the last great question I had from yesterday is someone actually said, hey, how often should I expect updates? And I'm going to say my goal is at least once a day. Yesterday, I got out one quick video to kick off the day. It was kind of long, it was about 10 minutes. And then I did squeeze in one Instagram quick little post while I was actually out on the run. So my goal is to do at least one little bit pinch longer video, update you on my progress, have a great coaching tip, see what's there. But some days I may hit, I may miss. So at least one a day is my goal and what I'm shooting for. So once again, not there yet. Hang on. So, there we go. So if you have feedback, please let me know, throw it out there. And I'm also going to dedicate my miles every day. So my shout out for my miles today, I actually ran my miles for my sister here, Suzanne Gustafson. Love you, sis. You're awesome. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to you. I ran my 5+ miles thinking about you and sending you my love for the day. So that's today's shout out. And that's your cool husband, Jeff. He's a jalapeno guy. So anyway, congratulations to them. And as always, right? Text me your cell phone number. There's 2 ways to stay in touch for updates. One is text me your cell phone number if you're not getting my cell phone updates. I'll be sending them out. Please do note that they come from a different phone number, but you'll know they're coming from me when it's just a capital J or a JMM right at the end. So I do try to always sign those. Or you can just sign up. I don't have a special email group for this. I'm sending it out to my entire database. But if you go to the website, evolutionforsuccess.com, just sign up there. And just for the regular email sign up database, you get a couple little free ebooks there, something great to read while you're on the toilet or wherever, great bathroom reading, excuse me. And so follow the progress on Instagram, random thoughts and moments of pain and pleasure. And of course, please, as always, on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, comment below. I am trying to work on that, go on those every single day, read those, respond. If I miss you, my apologies, but I'm working to do that. So I'm open to any feedback. So if you're working towards a goal, you're wanting to achieve something, you're stuck on something, whatever, hey, throw it out there. Chances are I'm going to hit it sometime in the next 3 months. So throw it out there. Let's go. Let's have a great time. I'm going to pause the recording and come back and be right back with you. All right, I think we're back. So, hey, so there you have it. This is day number 2. We only have 96 days to go, but I do appreciate you tuning in and looking forward to your feedback. So remember, sign up down below there or give me some feedback below. And I hope you continue to have an outstanding, fantastic day and a great life. And we'll talk to you soon. All the best.